her mom started this is not my fault. I keep hearing I love you in a circle. Where does that come in? I love you in a circle, like a circle. Who loves like a circle? Who always says I love you in a circle, I love you like a circle? Is that you? You're not answering me, and not you behind you, and your dad and your grandma's going like this. Do you love in a circle? That's you? Okay, your grandma's like, what is your grandma talking about? Does your mom stand in front of her picture and make funny faces?
Yeah, she did. We have a picture of a couple Thanksgivings ago.
That your mom was making faces in front of your grandma's?
Yeah, we did a selfie, and grandma's picture's behind us, and mom has her tongue sticking out, trying to be a serious selfie, and yeah.
And then your dad is saying they're two twins. What does that mean? Your mom and your grandma?
Mom and grandma are very similar.
Do they look like they could be twins? You're saying yes. Are you family? Friend? Okay. And then, so who's the hoarder of angels?
That would be mom.
She hoards angels, like, and so you're the one that's going to take care of all that crap?
Yeah.
Okay. Because your dad said she was obsessive over angels, like.
We have many. We have many.
Yeah. And you have a lot of family or something? Like, is there a lot of siblings?
I'm the baby of 7.
Oh, yeah, so you have a lot, because your dad's like, there's a whole bunch. And what does it mean that that your mom, I'm just listening, they're talking. Grandma likes to try to talk over your dad, just so you understand that. So dad's trying to say something. So what did they mean that your mom, how did she lose like 20 years? I don't get it. They're talking about a birthday party and she lost 20 years. What does that mean? She can be whatever age she wants. Like, did she pretend she was a different age at her birthday?
At her birthday, I made her a cake with a 68 instead of 86.
Oh, so you're the reason why the cake thing, because that's why I'm standing here and they're talking about the cake. So, okay, because they're just talking about the birthday and it being a different year. And why am I singing the wheels on the bus go round and round?
She's a bus driver.
Oh, she's a bus driver. Okay, I was just wondering if someone over here is like, you guys as loved ones are just in my ear going, brrr. So I just wanted to know why the wheels on the bus were going round and round. Okay, so you're a bus driver. Okay. You almost lost your mom not too long ago. What happened?
December 27th of 2020, she was diagnosed with COVID.
Okay.
And it was very real, very
Okay.
unfortunate to still have her.
Okay. And you take care of her? Okay. You and one sister. Like, there's more of you. There's 7 of you, so why does it fall on all 2? She needs your Kleenex, I think.
She lives with me, and I take care of her.
And what's the one sister that seems to help more than? Okay, I just got to stop you because your dad is sitting there tapping his foot when you said she lives with me, and he says she wouldn't let her live anywhere else. Don't let her kid you. Is that true?
Well, yeah, she's my pride and joy.
Okay, and she's funny.
She is.
She's funny. Like, you don't know. My husband thinks he don't know what's coming out of my mouth. Let me tell you what, your mother like could probably go head to head with me. Yeah? Okay. What do you want to ask them? What do you want to know? So you make cakes. I like cake. Gluten-free, but I like cakes.
I'm speechless. Thank you.
Your dad just says you don't miss him or what?
Oh, I miss him.
You still celebrate his birthday?
We do.
Because he's saying they celebrate my birthday, but I don't get no cake. Yeah, that's important. You guys, that's so important when they're gone that we celebrate, you know, we still do things and we still remember them. If you really don't like them, you can celebrate when they were gone or have a line dancing at their funeral, whatever you want to do. Your mom is starting to, they're showing this, is she starting to forget things? because they're showing me your brain. I wanted to do the fun part before I got to the hard part, because I try to do that. But when they show me the brain in a fog, and I think she's forgetting that you love her in a circle, and I think that you're trying to get her to understand that more and more, and I think that's why they brought you here. They're just telling you need to keep repeating things. It needs to keep going around and around and around and around. Does that make sense? Because she's kind of going in that. Are you understanding that? Okay. What are you doing for a support system for that? Okay. You need to kind of create something there because you're going to need a little bit of help there. We like to do the fun things, but sometimes when something serious comes, we have to hit those as well. It can't just be all fun, kind of like with her dad, telling her that yes, he's really sick, but you don't have to go. We can't just do the fun I can't just do the fun things where I'm at because you have this thing with the other side. So get yourself a support system. Get the thing, and you're gonna need. You have all these siblings. You're gonna start to need to push. Do you understand that? Okay. Is there anything you want to ask? Is there anything you know that she's always talking about that you'd like to ask her because she seems to be? Are you good? You think she's good? Okay. She's good. Okay. You're welcome. Y'all are hiding now. I don't want to know. She don't like her dad, her mom. Yeah, they don't want to know nothing. I'm coming for my water. Sorry. Are you hiding from me? Hi. She's like, not me. I won't look at her because I'm looking at you. But I'm going to sit by you. Is that okay? Okay. So, I know what you do, but why does your mom say you guys do the same thing? Your mom? What? But do you do the same job? What does that mean?
Yes, she was a clerk in
Okay. You're not alone. Where was my clerk over here that your job sucks? You're not alone. I'm guessing you're not for the same area. Your mom keeps showing me this. Okay, so this is like 2 wedding rings that intertwine. What is that from?
They took my dad's wedding ring and her wedding ring, and they made one wedding ring for her, and I have it.
Okay, but it's a picture of 2 rings. Like, is their headstone got 2 rings on it? It does? Okay. Because I realize you got their rings together, but they're showing me these 2 rings. And why does your dad smell like gasoline?
He's a mechanic.
Okay. God, that stinks. I want her singing back. That's bad.
He always smelled like gasoline.
Okay. Okay, because that's bad. And then, so your mom went before your dad?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just listening. That's why I'm looking off. And then her mom sings, and your mom and her mom needs to get together because your mom's playing a piano or something like that. What does your mom play?
She was an organist.
So she went from Jesus to NASCAR. Okay. So and everything in between. Rawr. Okay. Hey, your mom, Cheech's mom, and you guys need to get together because you got the organ and you got the. Okay, got it. And then, so she has siblings there too, correct? Like you got aunt and uncle there. What does she mean? Okay, and I didn't know this. Why does she have a baby that has 2 last names?
Because we had a son that was stillborn.
But why 2 last names?
Because we weren't married, so I gave them my last name and my now husband's last name.
Oh, okay. Because she's showing me that she's with a baby that has 2 last names. So I just needed to understand that. Okay. Okay. I'm just listening. Is there anything you want to ask them? Just so you know. I'm coming there next. You ladies can't keep your drinks straight. I'm coming there because you have extra drinks.
Well, one of my questions was I just wanted to know if Cameron was with her, but...
That's the baby with 2 last names? Yes.
And I guess was she proud that I became a clerk? Because I always told her...
She said, what the hell's the matter with you, if you wanted to know the truth? Because did you tell her you were going to do that? Because I feel like you told her the opposite.
I told her I would never be a clerk.
Okay.
I figure every day she's not.
Yeah, because when proud, she's like, she was not going to do that. I mean, I think she's proud because you're proud of it. It's something you're proud of, and so she thinks you're crazy because whatever. Huh?
Most of us clerks are.
Is that true? That's a yes. So she does know what you do, but I think when you asked if she was proud, she's just kind of saying like, that's not what you were going to do. And where did the switch come in and why the switch?
I kind of got conned into the position. The local clerk told me, come on.
So your dad said, knock it off. Just so you know, I'm coming next.
She brought me on, and I was the deputy clerk for 3 years.
Did you work with her?
Not in the police.
So she brought you onto this, though?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you said you were kind of whatever in it, she kind of did that to you? Okay.
That was the point.
Okay, I think she thought you would quit, though. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Anything you want to ask her? Anything, since you're hiding over there, anything that you want to ask her?
I guess is she aware of her new great-grandchildren?
Mm-hmm.
Does she visit them?
One has seen them, one has not. What does that mean? Do we know? Like,
Yeah, so like my son,
so there's 2 grandkids, so we're going to talk in the mic. So when you asked if she visited the grandkids, she said she does, but one's...
Yeah, so my son, we see him look off, and he does shivers or...
Oh, so let me explain the shivers. So the shivers are what we talked about. So when you do this little thing like this, and you all probably have had this too. So when you get this little thing like this, is when she said her baby has the shivers. When you get a shiver, it's simply because someone from the other side that's supposed to be in your circle has touched you or got close to you or brushed against you. So when she talks about the kids having the shivers, it's as quick as a static shock, and it goes like this. So when she's talking about her child having the shivers, that's where that comes from. And a lot of times they do it and they don't even know it.
Yeah, and he'll laugh randomly and stuff.
Yes,
So.
without a doubt.
Plus, we think she's waking him up at night. He wakes up at night and he's screaming.
But see, they don't actually wake them up. But when your kids are between 8 and 10, until they get up to age 8 and 10, they don't have the filter. So I think the kid is turning over, and then your grandmother happens to be standing there, and then they see him, and it's, oh, someone's here, and to them it's as real as not real. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And your other daughter doesn't talk about things like that with your other grandchild? Because your mom is acknowledging she's with both of them, but yet one shows the signs that they know and one does not show the signs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you want to ask or add? I had to say, because your mom said she's not disappointed in you, but she was disappointed in your question, and you asked about the job. She said what you should have asked her, because those things really don't matter, is, are you proud of the mom that I am? Because she would be able to say yes to that. Does that make sense? Do you understand that? Any other questions? Very good. We're going there because they seem to be spilling drinks and having too much fun. So we're going to come visit you guys. Laura's hiding. I'm not picking on you anyways. Well, I am, but your dad's just going to let you slide this time because you never listen to a damn thing he says anyways. Who's with her? Do you guys know that about her? They're like shaking their head, yeah. Yeah. For some reason I've met your son. So your son, I'm confused. He said, if you're going to come to my grave and you're going to drink, you better drink the right shit. Well, what is up with that?
He liked Bud Light Platinum. And I
Okay.
don't drink beer.
So you go there and you drink something else? Okay, because he's like, if she's going to go to my grave and she's going to drink, she needs to drink the right stuff.
I did this summer. One drink.
Yeah, you didn't drink the whole thing, but he's just talking about you going and sitting. So is this like a ritual for your family? You guys like go to the grave and just sit there and drink?
I do.
And
I can't tell you about the rest of the family.
okay. And then, so he died from the same thing that his dad died of. And you weren't with his dad because you didn't like his dad. But you weren't, I'm just repeating what I'm hearing. She didn't tell me she didn't like him. Your son is saying she wasn't with him because she didn't like, but she didn't like a lot of things during those times. And he's talking about you going back and forth, and you were supposed to have forgiven yourself because you feel like you were separated for a while. Does that make sense? Like, you were trying to figure you out, and he says you need to give yourself a break because you hold yourself too hard and you beat yourself up for the time that you invested in yourself. Do you understand that? Does that make sense? Like he's saying that you feel bad when you invested time in yourself. You think of all the things that you should have been doing and could have been doing and would have been doing. And so you have 3 kids altogether? So you have 2 here and 1 there? And so you have, okay, and he was your favorite?
No, I didn't have favorites.
That's what he's saying. So did they joke about that?
Yes.
Okay, because you're saying it, and he's like, oh, yes, I was. So he's saying he was a favorite over his brother. So then he had a baby. Well, he didn't. His wife did. He just corrected me. Like, he goes, I can't have a baby. But he has a child, correct? Okay, and then did they get married because he was, not that he wouldn't have married her anyways, but did they get married because he was sick or something? That was yes, just so you can't hear your head not. Okay, because he's talking about we got married because I was sick and I wanted to make sure that this was part of the does that make sense?
He wanted everything in line before.
Okay, because he's talking about like one of his unselfish deeds was getting married, not that he